My name is Tom Doyle, and I've worked with Les Paul for many, many years, as long as 45 years. Met him in 1960 and worked with him right from the early 60s on to the time he passed away when he was 94. I had the opportunity to be his sound engineer, but most of all, his guitar tech for all of those years, and took care of most of his guitars through those years that he played on. Had a problem with a guitar, I would fix it, I would take care of it, I would restore it, I would make it playable. These instruments are always based on that they were tools for him, and so there was always the conflict of making it beautiful or making it useful. But I did a little bit of both, and at many times I did heavily things in both areas, mostly restorations. I repaired and restored and worked on all of those guitars through all of these years. Generally speaking, the ones he used with Chet Atkins on the Chet Atkins albums, the Guitar Monsters and Chester and Lester, I got those particular guitars he used on those albums to really work and give Les what he wanted. He wanted frets a certain way. He did not like binding on the fingerboards. There's full length frets across the fingerboard. He liked that very much because of his style. Now, today I think we're going to be looking at a very, very beautiful guitar that Les loved. It was the white Les Paul that was given to him by the Gibson Manufacturing Company for the 50th anniversary of the Les Paul. It was the white Les Paul, a custom, with gold parts. Everybody who saw a white guitar on stage against a black tuxedo was always amazed about how Les would come out with that, and you could see his fingers, you could see his body, you could see his movements, and it was very striking on stage. Les never did anything unless there was a reason or a particular point of view that he had that would make it work better in a show, or sound better, or record better. Everything had a purpose. He did not just blatantly just tear these guitars up in the sense other than the fret job, because he wanted those frets to go over the fingerboard like I told and mentioned to you earlier. And so this had to have that done on this guitar so that he would play it. He would use this guitar, being against a new set of pickups that he would modify on another Les Paul custom, but not of this particular year when it was given to him. The point is, like I said, it's the 50th anniversary custom white guitar. And so he knew and thought that this guitar would always look good. Why he used this, and especially used this and picked this guitar specifically when he put a tuxedo on, when the Cochran brothers were doing the book. They had the photographer there that was taking the pictures, and Les chose this guitar to be in that front of his book, right on the cover of the book, because of what it meant to him. He loved white guitars. He loved the way it looked, but he also thought of it in many other ways, that certainly this would be very wonderful for Gibson and him if he was seen on the cover of his own book, Les Paul in his own words, with holding this guitar. And he played it in front of me when we picked it up, and numerous times at the house. As I said, he would A-B it against his new ideas with other humbuckers that he was trying to design through the years to be an improvement over the ones that Gibson had. Gibson kept on improving their humbuckers as well, and he would say, well, let's try them out at the show, or try them out at home with a specific amplifier and see what you think, Tom. What are your ears saying? And I said, well, Les, the bottom end is a little bit muddy, but they're improving it. It's getting better. It's not quite up to what you want to hear, and I'm sure you understand that too, Les. Otherwise you wouldn't be making these other pickups that you would be asking me about. Generally speaking, this guitar is history-making. Rusty Paul has concurred, same as I have. We were the two people there. We were there when he played this guitar. We were there when he approved this guitar. We were there when he came home that Tuesday morning after the Iridium and looked at this guitar and had me try it out, had me feel it. What did I think? And he kept it pristine because he did not want to adulterate what it was if he was going to modify that sound in this, but never really versed as this was the real guitar that he used on his cover of his own words. It is the original guitar, no doubt about it. It's been confirmed by many, but mostly you have to say that I'm the guy that worked with him for 45 years and know that this was done for a reason, and why he kept it the way he did and that this is the guitar. This is a very special guitar to Les. He loved white guitars. His choice was to pick this guitar. Now, he had a whole room full of them. It was up in his bedroom. Why would he pick this if it wasn't that special? It is a special guitar to Les. There's no question about there was a purpose behind why he picked this guitar. And also, the fact of the matter is, to put it on the front cover of his book, that was his choice. In his own words is the name of the book, and there's no way it would be done any other way than the way he wanted it. He wanted it on the cover of his book. It is a special guitar.